people, welcome to my channel. My name is Yetunde. Today a crazy idea came to my mind and I just set up my camera and like, yes, let's do this. So I'll be doing my makeup without a mirror. I just wonder what the finished result will look like, but there's only one way to find out, so let's find out together. No time to check time, so let's just get right into it. I'm hydrating my face with an hydrating spray. Then I'll just make that dry. I'm just picturing the mess I'm about to make, but don't worry, she is me, merit of Mary's beautician empire. I let that dry, and next I'm moisturizing my face. I guess I will be using my hands more, as that will help me be able to trace my face. So because I don't have a mirror, I made sure to ignore every mirror here. That is why my setup is even a bit different, because I moved away from the area where I have a mirror. Next up, I'll be priming my face with this primer. I will also be using my hand because that makes it better. If I'm using a brush and I mistakenly just take that to my eye area, but with my hand, I'm able to trace the part of my face. I guess this is a cheat code. I wonder how I'm going to do my brows when we get there. Okay, I'm also going to let it dry and follow. Yeah. So I'm using a setting spray to set my skin prep. What I just did now is the skin prep. So I'm using a setting spray to lock in the preps I just did. And I'll also let that dry. My skin prep is dry, and the next step is skin work. So I'm using Stay Matte foundation in the shade 370. That is my shade, and I'm going to blend it into my skin with this beauty blender. So far so good, everything is still looking okay. I'm desperately avoiding the temptation to check a mirror. I feel like this will not turn out too bad, because I have the secret blend well confession. Let me tell you a confession while I'm blending this foundation. So it's been over a year now that I've been a lash tech professionally for lash extensions, and last week was the first time ever that I got my lash did. Who does that? It's me. It's me. Remember how I always tell my clients, don't wash your face in the next 24 hours, don't put water. Make sure water does not touch your lash, blah blah blah. I wanted to wash my face and it was a struggle. I was like, hey, so this is what people have been going through. I felt like pouring water on my face, but I had to resist that temptation. It was not funny. I feel this foundation is well blended enough. The next step is to highlight my face. I'm using Ezekiel concealer in the shade caramel. Oh my, this concealer is not finished. Okay, I'm only highlighting my under eye. Oh, okay, I can still do my T-zone. Let's make it more interesting. Let's make it interesting. My nose bridge, okay, and then my forehead. Now time to blend. This concealer dries fast. I need to be fast. I wanted to play it safe by not using blush, but I changed my mind. I would apply blush. Yes. So okay, let me try and touch my face. Okay, but I feel good about this though. I feel like the results won't be that bad. I might just miss some few spots. I guess I'm placing this at the right spot and then blend. I like to blend this part of my face because this baby look it gives to your makeup look. And you apply blush to the tip of your nose. I just hope I've blended this way. I'm going to set my under eye where I highlighted, and I'm using the Miracle setting powder with this puff brush. I'm just going to set my under eye. Okay, I'll set and bake at the same time. just like 21. Ladies, you are really trying. It is not easy to carry lash extensions. I promise you, it is not. Because on a normal day, I pull out my natural lash. Anytime I feel any form of discomfort in my eye, I just itch my eye and pull out some few lash to give me comfort. And ever since I got these extensions, I can't do that. It doesn't make it comfortable, and my eye, not because I'm having a reaction or anything, but because I'm probably used to doing that. So that gave me a hard time. The first 2 days after I did my lash, gosh, I was asking questions like, who sent me? But I'm getting used to it now, and I absolutely loved it. The first day I did it, I kept looking at the mirror and kept wondering, why haven't I been getting my lash done since forever? Why? What was the reason? So I'm using the shade Nutmeg, just powder other parts of my face. Excluding my under eye. Okay, this is where it gets serious. I'm about to do my brows. God come down from heaven. Okay, so I'm going for the easiest option. Another day I'll be using a gel liner, but I'll be using a pencil instead. Very good. Okay. A few strokes at the tip, and then I shade towards the end. My brows. Okay. My angled brush and the same concealer I used to highlight. Then I will try to. Hey God. What am I supposed to do? So I want to try to highlight my brow. Or should I just leave it like this? There's no need to highlight. Okay, so okay, let's do the other side. I'm just going to blend that real quick. Next, I'll be using eyeshadow primer. This primer on my lid, just little, so it will be easy for me to blend. Time to blend. For my eyeshadow, I would be transitioning with this ebony powder from this palette, the Flawless Ivy palette, like the transition color. It's like a very dark brown. I blend that in. For my lids, I'll be using this nude at the tip, and I will use a more darker brown towards the end, just like trying to create a nude look, using a darker shade of brown at the outer corner of my lid, just to create that two color effect. Let me go in with another darker one. I can't see what's going on, but I can picture something, and I hope I'm not deceiving myself. Okay. I won't be using mascara because of my lash extension. I won't be using mascara. I'm just going to move straight to dusting off the setting powder, and then my lips. This is a precision powder brush. and I'm using a lighter shade of powder to dust out my under eye. So back to what I was saying about my lash extension. So I've been getting used to it, but it still feels very new, and that is my sign to get my lash done more often. So that will make it easy for me to get used to having my lash done. Even my nails, shout out to Adura. Adura is my friend. She was the one that did my lash for me. She's also a lash tech and a nail tech. She did my lash, and I was contemplating fixing my nails, and she encouraged me to, because I always shy away from fixing my nails. Like, see my nails, I'm not sure if it is showing clear enough. I always shy away from fixing my nails because I'm always like, I do many things and I might be uncomfortable and things like that, and she just encouraged me to get my nails done, like a shorter length, and to also at least practice working with my nails on. I know I would like scale through. I know I will be able to cope with fixing nails for clients, doing makeup for clients, making hair for clients, making beaded bags and all the likes with my nails on. I know I'll be able to do it, but for some reason I just didn't want that, because I was envisioning discomfort. But I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl. So I got my nails did, and I just won't stop looking at my hands. I just won't stop. But one crazy thing is, and that's because I'm not used to it, I feel like taking it off. I feel like taking these nails off. At the same time, I keep admiring them. So it is like a 50-50 kind of thing. It is a love-hate kind of relationship. But I know that I would make sure I fix my nail more often and also do my lash more often. So next up, I want to line my waterline with this black gel. Sorry, not pencil, black gel. I'll be playing it safe if I want to use a nude lip, but I decided to use red. Yes. First, I'll line my lip with this very dark brown. Using this red lipstick from Beckham Ageless. So this is our final look. I'm here to check the mirror because I want to do a mirror review. But what would you rate this look over 10? Please drop that in the comment. The moment of truth is here. Why am I scared? Okay, but before I check, I will rate myself. I would say 7 over 10, because I know there are some parts where I wouldn't have been precise, but if I was to rely on my blending game, guys, I know I blend well. So obviously most of my products will be well blended into my skin, just that I might not be precise. I might miss some spots, some angles. But see, let's just leave too much talk. What? Oh my god. Wow. Such a pearl. Proud moments. Proud makeup artist moments. Okay, this is so like, no, now come off it. I'll not mention my friend's name. I have a friend that even with a mirror she can't achieve this brow. So that brings us to the end. Thank you for watching, and this is the part where we get to subscribe, like, share, drop a comment, and the most important part, please subscribe. Thank you. See you in my next one.